But first, I've got to show you this. Friday night was the opening night of Nonsense at the Slow Rep Theater in San Luis Obispo. When we left, our sides were hurting from the laughter, not from the pain. Now, when I found out more about this, it was on Broadway for over 3,000 performances. And now it's at the Slow Rep Theater, and it is a fun musical. I cannot endorse it enough. So, go see it. You will be delightfully entertained. When I was asked to speak this morning, I thought, well, gee, what could the theme be? And I thought, living out, voicing expressions, love. And then I found out what the theme was. And it was exciting because in this first semi-monthly issue of the Science of Mind magazine, it's all about loving out loud. And today we're going to be talking a little bit about loving thy neighbor. That's the challenge and the opportunity. I had picked a card out from Ask and It Is Given. That's the teachings from Abraham Hicks. This is what it said. Whatever I can imagine, the universe can deliver. And then I turned it over. If you have the ability to imagine it, or even to think about it, the universe has the ability and the resources to deliver it fully unto you. For it is like a well-stocked kitchen with every ingredient imaginable at your disposal. And we're not talking about the garbage disposal, okay? Because that's in the kitchen too. So therefore, we're going to love people out loud. In fact, even if you don't think someone needs it, say it. Repeat it often. So, turn to someone right now and tell them that you love them. I love you. Okay. You're doing well this morning, so it's good to have an interactive audience. All right, full participation is expected. You see, when you place your attention on the presence, that's the presence of love, beauty, joy, and harmony. Then through the universal law of mind in action, evidence of that shows up in your life. So I'm going to ask something for you to repeat. I have the presence of love.
I have the presence of love.
Beauty, joy, and harmony in my life right now.
Beauty, joy, and harmony in my life right now.
Okay, now we're going to change it to you. And I want you to look at somebody. You have the presence of love. Beauty, joy, and harmony in your life right now. And now it's going to come with the we have the presence of love. beauty, joy, and harmony in our life now. See, not only are you creating the way you look at things, you're creating the very things you look at. Wayne Dyer had said something like, first, seeing is believing. Then, when you believe it, that's when you see it. The quantum field suggests that reality is created not out of experience, but out of expectation. Reality is a product of what you expect to experience, which is another way of saying belief creates experiences, choice manifests it. You see, you are a heavenly manifestation of source energy in physical form. You've probably heard that before in different ways. So whatever is going on with you in your life right now is an actual upgrade of your current operating system. Time and space were created by you to assist you in your learning experience on the physical. And that's a powerful personal journey, isn't it? You're using choice and decision, thought and feeling, and attitude and belief as the raw materials for change. And then we sculpt and carve and chisel out our reality out of the dreams and our visions. It's kind of like Michelangelo and David. We consciously create and co-create with the God, goddess of all our understanding of all that it is. So let me put it another way. We are creating a new dawn, a new day, a new age of humanity through our compassion, our feeling nature, and the science of mind 7 principles. Are you ready for the test question? What are those 7 principles? Love, life, light, beauty, joy. Harmony and power is here now. So say with me, I create a new dawn, a new day, a new age with love, light, beauty, harmony, joy, and power. Let me hear that word again. Power. All right. This is good power. This is good, powerful. You know, you hear it that it takes a village to raise a child. Well, it takes a tribe for awakening ways. And we are that tribe. You see, in mathematics, which is not my best subject, there's a theory called the set theory. Now, if you are inside of a set, you cannot be outside of that set. In a set of all whole numbers, there are no fractions. As soon as one fraction is introduced, it's no longer a set, is it? And once you discover there are fractions besides whole numbers, then the world changes, especially if you're a mathematician. So how do we recognize the set we are in? Are we in a world? Are there others? Are we in a world of domination? Are we in a world of dominion? In a world of domination, there's fear and limitation. They don't wonder about the what ifs. But in the world of dominion, we create our reality without falling back on manipulation or control of others. You see, the word power is effective through the ability and the willingness to act without the need to control over others. We work alongside God, Goddess of all that is, to shape our reality without resorting to begging or pleading or beseeching. And that's part of the Science of Mind teachings, affirmative prayer. And we use a particular book. Is one on the back table? It's called The Science of Mind. Usually I have one with me. I was going to hold it up. Well, they're at home. And that's using that book in what is called, coming up soon, The Foundations of the Science of Mind. And our beloved Reverend Elizabeth is going to be leading it soon. So if you haven't signed up yet, it's over there. It's going to be well worth your time, effort, and your experience. I can guarantee that. Somebody used to say that. I can guarantee that. You know, once we were living in an old age, an old world, and that was a set. And then we found a new set, the new age, the new thought. Hence, a new world. And how did we do that? One of consciousness and free will. So are we now in an age where we are willingly and joyously accepting personal responsibility for the world that we are in and have created? Yes. Good answer. Are we living in a world that is first personally friendly, then globally friendly? Yes. You see, we're experiencing the world as your support system and ally. We give, we love. So what set are we in? Right now, we're loving out loud. Seek ye first, and all shall be revealed. The enlightened metaphysician remembers when they individually step forward consciously, not with trepidation, but with a joyful noise and expectation. That shifts, seeps others like-mindedness. It's smooth, it's a transition, and it's easily digestible. I have to make a comment about our Jimmy Townsend. He knows it and he shows it. With us and for us by embracing harmonious notes that come from his openness to receive. And when he shares it, that lifts our hearts and souls' energies upwards to a new level of livingness, and we remember. So, we're going to let worry be replaced with, repeat after me, God is my source of supply. God is my source of Everything I need is coming directly from Source.
Everything I need is coming directly from Source.
Life is for me, and there's nothing against me. Can I hear an amen? Amen. All right, good, good. Kahil Gibran said this: before entering the sea, a river trembles with fear. She looks back at the path she has traveled from the peaks of the mountains. The long, winding road crosses the forests and villages. And in front of her, she sees an ocean so vast that to enter there seems nothing more than to disappear forever. But there is no other way. The river cannot go back. Nobody can go back. To go back is impossible in existence. The river needs to take the risk of entering the ocean. Because only then will fear disappear, because that's where the river will know it's not about disappearing into the ocean, but of becoming the ocean. And here's a quote from Michael Beckwith. I'll try to do it justice. As we begin to understand human consciousness and human nature, we become individuals who break free from three-dimensional awareness. Not only do we see possibility, we speak to it, speak from it, and we walk in that direction, even against the great odds in the human condition, using our gifts to make a difference on the planet. Unquote. Thank you, Reverend Dr. Michael. One of the forerunners and foundations of soul work, that's a sacred psychology rooted in Sufism. Now, this person was a long life student of mysticism and his teachings on the feminine soul, nature of the soul. This is what he said: I believe in the religion of love, whatever that direction its caravans may take, for love is my religion and my faith. Ibn Arabi. He died in 1240 A.D. And many people regard him as the greatest of all Muslim philosophers. If you can't get what you want, you may have to settle for something better. That comes from Jonathan Young, who is the curator of the Joseph Campbell Archives. They're located in Montecito. Open, free admission, Sundays 2 to 4. Just another plug, because the archives, and I have yet to go, but I am going this year before the year is out. That comes with some of the teachings that we have as students of the science of mind. And here's another thought you're going to be repeating after me. I am enough. I am good enough. I am smart enough. I am strong. I am beautiful. I am kind. I am brave. You are more than enough, and you always will be. So today's talk is actually about love thy neighbor, right? Right. Oscar Wilde said this: love is in your heart. Life without it is like a sunless garden when the flowers are dead. So how easy can it be to love thy neighbor? It's a redundant question, isn't it? Well, for example, I'm going to talk about Fred McFreely. He had a tough childhood. He was shy, he was introverted, and he was overweight. He was frequently homebound by health issues. Kids made fun of his weight and gave him the nickname Fat Freddy when he was a child. And it wasn't until high school that he overcame his shyness. And that's because a few friends of him found out the core of him was okay to be with. It also helped that one of them was the captain of the football team. So after high school, he pursued college, graduating magna cum laude with a BA in music. He also earned a Bachelor's of Divinity and became a Presbyterian minister, teaching 40 years. And his focus was helping children and families with issues of self-esteem, fear, and love. And he was also a pescatarian. That's a person who doesn't eat meat, but they'll eat fish, cheese, eggs, and a whole lot of fish and veggies. I am a confirmed omnivore. But I do eat my greens, okay? And there are several greens on the list that I'm doing pretty good at. Here's a couple of quotes that he has. One of the greatest gifts you can give anybody is the gift of your honest self. You always make each day a special day. You know how? By just being yourself. There's only one person in the whole world that's like you, and people can like you exactly the way you are. Unquote. Now, from my childhood, can one love thy neighbor while throwing dirt clods, small rocks, or empty cans over the neighborhood's fence because they did it first? Any guilt there? Can one love thy neighbor when throwing a rock from a distance that precisely hits the same one who tossed it to you first? And then you go to where you think the rock landed and see what you think is blood. Any guilt? Can you love thy summer school classmate when he deliberately tosses sand on the bottom of the slippery side after you told him what would happen if he did? The result being one's fist finding its way to his stomach and subsequent disciplinary action from the teacher. Any guilt? Enter Ho'oponopono, the Hawaiian practice of forgiveness and healing. 4 sentences. I'm sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. I love you. That's a simple practice to heal the past and cleanse negative memories, to live a more peaceful and harmonious life, dealing with past traumas, negative thoughts, family issues, even daily problems, and more. You see, it draws on the new science of epigenetics and quantum physics. It explains how the trauma of the past events can cloud your perceptions and reveals how to break free from the weight of your memories. Can you love the old lady next door called Aunt Gladys when she tells you she was married on horseback at a rodeo, or when she gives you fresh chocolate chip cookies after you mowed her small lawn. That's easier, isn't it? Can you love thy other neighbor when there is a large cherry tree in reaching distance close to your front porch? And whatever you pick, you give the elderly widow half? Or she gives you her antique dining table as a wedding gift? Some are easier than others. The choice determines the outcome. From the Science of Mind, page 297, comes this. All is mind, and as we attract to us what we first become, until we learn to love, we are not sending out love vibrations, and not until we send out those vibrations can we receive love in return. So talking about loving thy neighbor, here are some interesting words from several different spiritual. First one, Christianity. In everything, so to others as you would have them do to you, for this is the law of the prophets. That's from Matthew 7, verse 12. Sikhism says this, I am a stranger to no one, and no one is a stranger to me. Indeed, I am a friend to all. From Islam, not one of you truly believes until you wish for others what you wish for yourself. Zoroastrianism. Do not do unto others whatever is injurious to yourself. Hinduism. This is the sum of the duty. Do not do to others what would cause pain if done to you. Buddhism. Treat not others in ways that you yourself would find hurtful. Judaism. What is hateful to you, do not do to your neighbor. This is the whole Torah. All the rest is commentary. Jainism. One should treat all creatures in the world as one would like to be treated. Do you hear this similar expression? From Taoism. Regarding your neighbor's gain as your gain, and your neighbor's loss as your own loss. So today is your day to let go of things that no longer serve you. Can you love thy neighbor as you do yourself? Are you thy neighbor? Oscar Wilde said this, be yourself, everybody else has been taken. A little bit more about Fred McNeely. He had a sixth cousin by the name of Tom Hanks. Have you guessed who that is? Fred McFreely Roberts. Mr. Roberts' Neighborhood. And Paul Harvey said it this way, and now you know the rest of the story. So thank you. I love you all. Namaste.